we'll move forward. If you guys, you can see my screen, it's fine. Right. Let me quickly see. Okay. All right, I'm going to start now. So you guys, you can see my screen. We will accept those that are coming in. Okay. So this is going to be, you guys really, I need you to be a bit patient because people are starting to come in now. So it's a bit challenging from this side because I won't be able to, if I start the presentation, I'll have to go back and accept a few of the people, and then we can continue quickly. All right. All right. So you guys, you can see my screen, okay? So that I can continue. Thumbs up. You guys can see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Let's go now. All right, guys. Thanks. Welcome to the ECSA Professional Registration Exclusive webinar for serious candidates. You guys can see my screen. I'm continuing now. Yes. Can you just give me thumbs up for the last time so that I can see if you see my screen? Yes. Are you guys seeing my screen? Let me know. Just give me thumbs up. Oh yes, people are saying they can see my screen. So I'm hoping all of you can see my screen. All right. So I am going to try and go to the full screen, and then I can continue. Right. So I'll come up and down. All right, guys. So I'm going to start. So this webinar. Thank you for making time to enroll and to be in this webinar. All right. So our agenda today, I am going to quickly run through the problems that I've identified in the last couple of years working with candidates, and I'm going to take you guys through the process of what we do, how I do it, and then I'll be sharing some of the insights, the methods that we apply, and the solution that some of our candidates have used to get ECSA registered, which is the price. Okay, so I'll be going up and down to accept people into the meeting because some people are just coming in now. All right, so don't be distracted. Great. So this is the agenda for today. All right. So if you stay until to the end of this webinar, I've got a beautiful, beautiful surprise for you guys. So I hope that you will stick for the mere fact that you have taken time to register for this webinar. We're just going to spend about 40 to an hour. I'm not going to go beyond that. All right. So like I said, if you stick to the end of this webinar, I've got a special surprise for you guys that have attended the webinar, that have made time to attend. So who I am and what I do, most of you follow me on LinkedIn. So I'm a founder of Imeka Consulting Engineers and a trademark candidate fast track coaching system. I've designed this system to help you guys to get registered with ECSA. So I help career stagnant candidates to accelerate their professional registration, increase their earnings potential, and attract right employment opportunities. Okay, that's my main goal. That's my main vision. That's my main mission, is to help guys that are stagnant in their careers to accelerate their professional registration, increase their earnings, and attract right employment. And you will see as we continue on these slides, some of the people that actually I've assisted to achieve that. Okay. All right. So as when you see the slides, let me know if you kind of like not seeing the slides, but I think I'm sharing. People can see the slide. Okay. Most candidates are doing legitimate engineering work, but they struggle to explain it in a way that demonstrates engineering competency and the outcomes aligned to ECSA standard. Okay, this is something that I've noticed, observed in a couple of years working with candidates. I've read over 1,000 reports for the last 9 years of people that came to the program, and I've realized that most of you guys, you do have the experience, but I think the battle is how to actually present your experience to meet ECSA's requirements or ECSA standards in your report. All right. So the results of that thing is the delayed in registration. Most of the candidates that come to my program, it's some of them they are repeated rejection. I just had a meeting last week Friday with one guy who was rejected twice. So he is in the program now to try and help him to get the report done correctly. Stagnant careers, loss of earning potential, and missed employment opportunities, even though the candidate may be fully capable. So I help candidates precisely to turn their day-to-day work into clear ECSA competency by teaching them how to document and present the experience against the 11 outcomes with clarity. All right. I've worked with over 500 candidates across the engineering discipline in South Africa for the last 10 years who were stuck, previously unsuccessful, and help them gain clarity, confidence, and prepare professionally ECSA-ready reports toward registration based on how the council evaluates the competence. So I've been doing this for a while, and I once assisted ECSA as an assessor and evaluator to help candidates that are submitting their application form to ECSA. So I've been doing this for a while. Okay, so if you are a candidate who wants to stop guessing and start preparing your ECSA report with confidence, okay, the next step is to engage in the structured coaching process designed specifically for this purpose. Okay, so that's who I am, and this is what I do, is to help you guys to get to the goal that you want to succeed. All right, so I'm going to go in and try and accept people that are coming, and then and I'll come back to the presentation. Okay. Are you guys still seeing the presentation? Okay, so all right. So what we offer is a step-by-step report writing framework, how to demonstrate competency with evidence on your ECSA 11 outcome. So one of the challenges is the challenge of people writing reports as an activity. Okay, people, they don't demonstrate competency and they don't show the evidence of the activities that they have done in the application form. So this is one of the things that I do, is to help people to demonstrate that competency and evidence. Okay, so let's quickly just discuss some of the problems that I've observed in past years, even recently, of people that are submitting the application form to ECSA. Okay, most candidates, they don't struggle with ECSA because they lack experience. Okay, for me, I think they struggle because they don't understand how to turn the experience into evidence to demonstrate competence. And I'll keep hammering on the issues of competency and evidence, because most of these reports, they are kind of like high-level explanation of something that actually doesn't make sense. Okay, so these two ways are very important. You must demonstrate competency with evidence as you write your report. So you'll see some of the examples that I've used here in this presentation. All right. So okay. So what are the challenges preventing you to achieve your ECSA registration? Okay, one is the lack of strong technical experience. There are people who as you know that the minimum requirements to initiate your application form, one, you need to have a benchmark qualification, at least minimum of 3 years experience. But you know, sometimes I when I have meetings with people to try and understand their experience, you find that out of the 3 years, only probably 1.5 to 2 years it's the technical experience that people have. But you know, most of these guys, they don't have the actual experience. So that poses a problem, because now, you know, you're going to struggle in you know, reporting or writing your experience into what ECSA is looking for in terms of competency. Okay. One of the issue here is the poor presentation of evidence in your report, especially when it comes to the engineering report on the 11 outcome. I've read reports in the past few days, and you really see how poor people are presenting their evidence or their experience on the ECSA application form. Okay. And the other one is there's no structured training. Most of you guys, you're working for companies that they don't have a structured training to help you to prepare for ECSA registration. There's no system in place or a framework that can guide you into preparing your ECSA registration journey. Okay, lack of clarity on the ECSA 11 outcome. So this is one of, again, the killer thing in this process. And most of this candidate, they're describing team outcomes instead of their own contribution. And this is the big thing. When I read the reports, I review a report of people, you realize people are talking about, we did this, and where is you in the we? Okay, so this doesn't mean that you can't show how you communicate, how you interact with other people, okay? But I think the main thing that is important is to show your own contribution in whatever activity or work that you are doing, okay, or reporting in that report. So it's very important. So these are some of the challenges that I've picked up, and I'm still picking up on the reports of the people that I'm working with. Okay, so here's a survey. So I've done a survey the past 2 months, and I've been asking people some questions. So the question that I ask people is, how well does your work experience align with ECSA's outcome? Okay, you can see here 42% of people, they are not sure how their work aligns to ECSA's 11 outcome. So when I, especially helping guys that I knew in the industry, they just qualified, you know, they trying to prepare. So I tell them to download the ECSA application form, and then whatever work they do, they must make sure that they do the work that will align with each and every outcome. Okay, if they do the work, they must check, is this work aligning to outcome number 1 or aligning to outcome number 2? Because in that way, at least it gives you a better, you know, a map to see yourself which outcomes you still need to do. Okay. The second question that I've asked is, how confident are you in writing your TERs or your TEO and the engineering report? All right. And you see 40% of the people, they have started the process, but they feel unsure, they are confused because they are not sure whether what they are reporting on, it's something that it's supposed to go into the application form or not. And this is where the guidance comes in. You can see 48% of people are struggling. Okay, 48% of people are struggling, you know, and they keep postponing this because now if you do something and you are struggling, you don't have the ability to continue doing it. Okay, and that's where you must look for guidance. Okay. The third question that I've asked people is, what obstacles and challenges are preventing you from achieving your ECSA registration? All right, you see here 56% of people, I have the experience, but I'm not sure where and how to start the ECSA registration process. Okay, that's where they need a guidance. So I've done this assessment for the last 2 months so that I can gather this information and share with you and show you how people are struggling. You can see 4% of people, they're not working on engineering field, and they need to discuss this with me. And this is the reason why I do the assessment first before I can accept a person into the coaching program, just to make sure that your work experience is actually correct or legit to initiate your ECSA registration process. Quickly, just give me a second. I just want to accept other people because my settings on this it's not actually helping me. So we welcome everyone that's coming in now. So I'm continuing here. So I was just sharing you the survey question, the question that I've asked people. Okay. And you can see 40% of people here, we have enough experience, but less on design work experience. Now, guys, remember, I know there's been a lot of discussion around the issues of design with regard to ECSA. Okay. I come from construction. I used to work for Group 5. Okay. I didn't have design. My experience comes from construction and installation, fabrication, you know, of conveyor belt designs. Okay. We sourced out the design to the third-party company. So when you read the ECSA application form, specifically on outcome number 2, it says, I've got it here quickly to show you. It says, can you design or develop an engineering solution? Okay, it's not all about designs. Okay, if you can demonstrate to ECSA that you are able to develop solutions for problems that we've identified in your work environment, that should be suffice enough, because there are people that are coming from construction environment, okay, that have been registered with ECSA. The key is to be able to demonstrate that you can actually develop solutions using engineering principles, you know, standards and codes and so on and so on. So which I will share some of the stuff as we continue. Okay, so don't think that because you don't have a design experience, therefore you won't eligible to register with ECSA. You are, you know. The important thing is you need to present your evidence in such a way that it will show ECSA that you are competent on that particular outcome. All right. So the other question that I've asked is, what level of mentorship or coaching do you currently have? Okay. 42% of people says they get informal advice as they ask. So people are doing their own application form and probably they have friends, colleagues at work or clients that are ECSA registered. So every now and then they will, you know, get some advice from them to help them to make sure that they're covering their outcome properly. Okay. But this has been one of the challenges for many people. Okay. Because people are busy, and I had some people that came to me, they said, I do have people that are ECSA registered that way, but people are busy. I mean, one of the sad stories, this guy had more than 5 people within the company. Okay, so he gave these people his reports to look, and to be honest, because people are so busy, I don't know whether it's busyness or what, but they just said to him, no, your report is okay, just sign it off and then submit it. And unfortunately, the guy didn't go through. So you need a person that is dedicated, that's going to sit and go through a report. During my time, when I got registered in 2007, okay, as a technician and also as a technologist mechanical. And fortunately, I had people that spent time. I know I had these 2 guys, when I gave them my report, they will sit and redline the report and help me to get it nicely compact, get the information that is required, that will represent my experience to ECSA. And also you need people like that. You don't need a person that's gonna sit there for 5-10 minutes and say your report is okay. All right, so that becomes a challenge if you don't have someone who's helping you. Okay, 44%, they don't have people that are ECSA registered. Okay, and we understand. That's why we have people like myself and people in your network, you know, people that are colleagues that are ECSA registered to try and help you and guide you into this system. So that's why for me, I've dedicated resources, time, create this system and frameworks to help people to try and reduce the frustration around ECSA registration. All right. So I'm going to accept people within, again, just give me a second. There's people that have come through, so I want to accept them quickly and then we can continue. All right. Great. Are you guys still see the presentation? I'm sharing it. So send me the thumbs. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. The last question, how important is achieving your ECSA professional registration to your current career and future opportunities? All right, you can see 32%, they know that ECSA is important, okay? But some of them, they didn't prioritize this and they've been procrastinating, not prioritizing this application. 58% people say this is critical. My career development, credibility, and my earning potential depends on me being ECSA registered. Okay, so this is very, very, very critical. Guys, you can't postpone this thing with what is happening in the industry. If you see some of the opportunities in terms of employment, one of the requirements is people must be ECSA registered. I actually saw an advert few days ago, where the recruiter says, even if you are a candidate engineer or technologist or technician, put your application, because clients now or companies are looking for people that are ECSA registered, because now this thing is getting into becoming an enforcement. So very soon, people who are not ECSA registered, you will struggle to get employment. All right. So this is very, very all right. So let's look at some of the outcomes based on this survey. Okay. So I'm going to look some of the, when I say outcomes, some of the things that we have put together as a result of this survey. All right. So these are the common challenges. From outcome 1, most of the candidates, they describe a routine task or simple problems. Okay, they're not actually spending time and outline and define the actual problem that they are dealing with. Okay, they're not explaining how the problem is complex or broadly defined. Okay, they are in their report, they are listing activities without showing engineering judgment, without actually applying their mind. What are they talking about? Okay. Fourthly, failing to show what you personally contributed. Then this is very important, guys. When you write your report, you've got to demonstrate what you personally have contributed. That's why it's important when you write your report, you don't use the word we. Okay, it's I and so we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 70% of the time in your application form, you've got to show what you personally contributed. Okay, and also ignoring data analysis. ECSA wants to see your reasoning, not just site work, not just activities. You've got to give reasoning behind everything that you talk about. All right. On outcome 2, and this is what I was talking about, okay? When you read that, it says design or develop a solution. So it's not a question whether you've got a design. If you don't have a design experience, you've been working in the industry, you have technical understanding, you've got the theory, you've got the knowledge. Can you develop a solution using those things? So the common challenges on outcome 2 is jumping straight into a one solution without alternatives. Guys, if you do your ECSA report when it comes outcome 2, you've got to show ECSA alternative options. Okay, here's a problem. This is option 1, this is option 2, this is option 3. And then you explain those options and you explain which option did you go with and what is the reason of you choosing that option. Okay, this is the thought process that you need to make sure that these things are done properly. One of the challenges, this is big, presenting design calculation only without context or reasoning. People just write 2, 3 pages of design without context or reasoning behind. Why did you use those design calculation in order to solve the problem? Okay, failing to reference relevant codes and standard. Guys, we are engineers, we are technical people. There's codes, there's standards in our engineering discipline and engineering field. Okay, a civil engineer here in Johannesburg, when he's working on a road project, the codes and standard will be different when you work in Cape Town, because the conditions are not the same, the weather is not the same. So you've got to understand these things. Okay, don't just write things on your application form without actually give context and reasoning behind it. Okay, the other one is not documenting peer reviews or validation steps. And this is important because when you do a particular work, you've got to get someone senior to you to look at it, to review it and give you validation whether what you are doing is in line with the codes and standard or engineering requirements, or for that matter, if it's in line with ECSA standard, because you are writing a report to submit to ECSA. All right, so that's very, very important. And this one we talk about describing team outcome instead of your own contribution. Okay, on outcome number 3, the common challenges is people listing software used without explaining the theory behind it. Guys, it's important. Don't just list that I've used this software. For example, to manage engineering activity, I've used a Microsoft project 2016 or 2019 without giving a theory behind the software. Okay, so this is very important. ECSA is not about activities that we do. It's giving them the understanding and the competence of how you do stuff. And I've seen this one, number 2, copying textbook formulas without context. So people said I've used this formula, they've copied from internet or from the textbook without the context of understanding how is this formula applied in the environment where I'm working. Okay, presenting results without validation or comparison. We are engineers. We can't give one solution. We need to show at least 2 other options and say, because of this, this is the solution I'm choosing, and because of these criteria that I've come across. Okay. This fourth one also is the same as the other one, describing team results instead of your own analysis. It's important to show your own analysis, that you are actually using your mind. Okay. Let me go back and accept other people that are coming in. Just bear with me, guys, because you know the settings that I've done, people are not able to come in. I'm not sure, but it looks like they're coming in. All right, let's go back. Are you guys on the chats quickly? On the chats quickly. I'll take the question at the end, guys. I'll take the question at the end. Let me put it on the chats quickly. I will take all the questions end of the webinar. Okay, so hold up webinar. Hold up your questions, guys. But you guys, you can hear me. You can see the slides as I go in. Give me the thumbs up if you can see. Are we all together? For those that are in this webinar. Jerome says yes. You guys, yes. Okay, good. Okay, let me go back. Right. So let me give you the insight. So the next slide is very, very important, okay? Because this will show you why people are unable to actually demonstrate competence in these outcomes. All right. So what prevents 90% of candidates not to get ECSA professional registration? Okay. So look at these slides here. So outcome 1 and 2 is categorized under engineering problem solving. Outcome 4 and 5 is categorized under managing engineering activities. Outcome 6 and 7 is categorized under impact engineering activities. And then 8 and 9 and 10 is categorized under ethics, exercise judgment and responsibility. And obviously the 11th one is personal development, CPDs. So look at these disciplines here. Okay, so we took some disciplines here and we did a quick analysis. So when you look at the civil engineering discipline, 77% of the candidates are struggling to address outcome 1. Okay, 83% are struggling to address outcome 2, and 77% are struggling to address outcome 3. Okay, so you look at electrical and mechanical, and you look at the gap of the numbers. All right, so as you see, 88% of people, when you take the average, you know, you see that 88% of people are struggling to address outcome 1. Okay, because people, they don't read this outcome with understanding. Guys, when you do this ECSA report, don't rush it. Okay, give yourself time so that you read these documents so that you understand what ECSA is asking for. When you look at outcome 1, it says define the engineering problem, investigate the engineering problem, and analyze the engineering problem. There's 3 things that this outcome is looking for. And I've seen most of the report, people that are defining the problem, and even the defining of the problem is not correct. It's not done correctly. And quickly they jump into the solution. And when I sit with them during the coaching session, I said to them, how did you get to the solution without explaining your investigation process? What were your findings? Because your findings will inform your solution. So think about this in this way. If you go to the doctor, you're not feeling well. You go to the doctor, you say to the doctor, I'm sweating. The doctor doesn't say, oh, because you are sweating, this is the medication. Okay. The doctor was going to ask you the question. What is he doing? He's trying to investigate the actual problem. The doctor will do the blood test, sugar test, and other tests. And then based on the outcome of those tests, which are the findings of the doctors doing the test on your health, then the doctor will recommend the medication, which is the solution. So that's the thought process that you need to have. Okay. So don't just define the problem and you without showing your investigation process and your findings or recommendations. Based on that, then the solution could be. And also on the solution, remember, you need to give options. You can't say the solution is only this. Okay, in engineering, there's a lot of different way that you can come up with the solution. So that's very important. 95% of people are struggling to do outcome 2. Okay, and then 82% of people are struggling to do outcome 3. So these blocked outcomes are very, very important. I'm not saying the rest are not, but if you can't get this outcome properly done to demonstrate competence with evidence of the work that you do, you are going to struggle. Okay, even when you go to the, sometimes your report gets through, you get asked to attend the interview because they want to confirm whether the competency is there on these outcomes. And you realize that, you know, people, they don't make it to the interview because they can't show or demonstrate what are the evidence for each and every outcome that they are trying to explain. Okay, so you can see this is a big challenge, especially for civil guys. Okay, it's a big challenge. All right, and also if you go to on ECSA's website, I think there's a tab, and because now they have done changes on their website where they store every case study that they have done. So, for example, that is the Western Cape incident where the structure collapsed. Once they have done their analysis and finalized the case, they will take that case and put it on the website for me and you to go and read and see what went wrong, what did the engineer did wrong, okay, their findings and so on, so that you can learn. When you look at those case studies, actually, you will find that 80% of these case studies is coming from civil engineering discipline, okay? So it's very important, guys, that you understand the outcomes and how they interact with each other. All right, are you getting value? Let me go to the chats. Are you guys getting value of this? Are you guys getting value? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Does it make sense? Show me the thumbs up, guys. Share with me, talk to me. Okay, are you guys getting value? Okay, are you guys getting value here? Okay, give me the thumbs up, guys. Talk to me. Are you guys getting value? All right. Yes, some people said we're getting value. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see who's here now. We've admitted the people. Okay, let's go back to the session. All right. So this is very important, guys, you know, so to understand the impact of this outcome. Okay, so if you don't address this outcome properly, you're going to have a big challenge. All right. So the method, the comprehensive framework for the candidate to write successful ECSA reports demonstrate competency and evidence on all the outcome. And if you realize you started with me in the beginning, I keep hammering competency evidence, because that's what will help you to get registered. If you demonstrate competency with evidence on each and every outcome. Okay, so how do we do this? All right, so this is my framework that I've created, okay, to show people the steps that I take you through in order to get yourself registered. So people, when they come to me, so this is what I use as my framework. So first, you come as a candidate, or some of you are not actually even a candidate, okay, but you know the minimum requirements to initiate your ECSA registration. You've got to have a benchmark qualification, which is a BSc, BEng, BTech, or the advanced diploma. If you have an N6, you need at least 6 to 7 years experience. There are people without qualification, you at least need more than 10 years experience, okay, to initiate a registration. But those qualifications are benchmark except the N6, BEng, BSc, advanced diploma, BTech, national diploma. Those are benchmark qualification with ECSA. So when people come to me, first of thing, in our process, we look at your qualifications. And once we are satisfied that you've got the benchmark qualification, then we look at your experience and your competencies, okay? And then based on that, we can say you can register as a PR-Eng or PR-Tech or PR technician or certificated engineer if you've got GCC and you are appointed according to GMR regulations. Okay, when you come to the program, then we help you to take your experience and then we help you to create your structure for the reports that you're going to submit. And then from there, we help you to align your experience with ECSA's 11 outcome, and then you can start writing your report, okay? Once you have done your report, you submit for a review and assessment. We review a report, we assess it, we give, okay? And then we sit with you on the coaching session and we go through the feedback. We say, this is where you went wrong, this is good, elaborate more here, add this here, and so on and so on, okay? Once that part is done, then you can submit your application form on ECSA. You know that is a new thing. Now it's done online. You have an account on your ECSA's website. You can then upload your application form. Then once ECSA has done their own assessment, they will then invite you to the interview. Okay, then we can help you to prepare for the interview. Then once you successfully done your interview, you can then register as a professional engineer, technologist, technician, or certificated engineer, okay, or other categories that you are registering for. So this is a simple 9-step process that we follow and help people to take them through nicely step by step, okay. So let's look at the 3 success drivers. Maybe before I do that, let's look if there's people that are coming into the thing here. Okay, everybody's here. Guys, I'll take the question at the end of this webinar. So let's continue. Okay, so let's look at the 3 success drivers here. All right. Success driver number 1, it's a system. System save time. If you don't have a system, guys, you know it's a battle to start doing your ECSA application form. Okay, that is why I've created a system that I've just shown you in the previous slides. Okay, to show you the steps that I take, to show you we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this up until we get to the point where you get invited for the interview. Okay, that is why you see even companies, they work with the system. Okay, people that starting businesses, they build system around it, because without a system, you battle. All right. So without a system, you write endlessly, because you write, you're not sure, you pack it. A year down the line, you remember it, you try and do it, or something triggers you. Maybe there's an opportunity you want, and it says ECSA registration, and it triggers you. You go back. Hey, you know, I started my application form a year ago. So you write endlessly and without direction. Okay. So a system gives you a roadmap. It's a path with a start, the middle, and the end. Okay, so you can look at the 11 outcome and say, for these 3 months, I'm going to write these 3 outcomes, get them assessed and checked. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So you need to have a system. Okay. Success driver number 2 is tools, guys. Tools multiply your efficiency. So tools, I'm talking about, you know, the right tools can save you days of manual work. Okay. My top 3 time savers, the tools that I've created is called the TERs and the TEOs playbooks. These are the tools that helps you to outline your work experience properly, nice and clear, before you can start writing your report. Okay. So my second one is what I call the report writing model. Okay. I've created a tool that helps people to draft the report faster with clarity in order to make sure people are able to address all the outcomes properly. Okay. The third one is called the outcome alignment process, to help you to take your experience and align the experience with all the outcomes one by one. Okay. So I've created those tools for you. Okay. Success driver number 3 is the frameworks. Frameworks eliminate guesswork. So I've created frameworks around this report to help you to navigate, okay, the writing process. I provide candidates with tested, proven report frameworks for TEOs and TERs playbook and the competency framework that already aligns with ECSA's expectation. So you just plug in your work experience and focus on accuracy, not structure. So I've created a structure around this thing just to help you to write your report properly, chronologically, step by step. You address each and every item that ECSA is asking for on that application form. So if you look at the application form for technician and technologist, there is a bit of a structure that ECSA has given people. But for PR-Eng, there's no structure. So you've got to come with your own structure, and your structure has to align with the 11 outcome. So I've created a structure around for you guys so that you are able to write your engineering report for PR-Eng, so that you are able to address those outcomes properly. Okay. So let's look at the case studies. Real people, real transformation. Like I said, many of you follow me on LinkedIn. Okay, so many of you have seen these things. So most of these case studies are on my LinkedIn profile. Okay. How our proven system accelerated extraction and transformed candidates' careers. All right. So this is Andre Stein. You can see just got registered this month. I think it's last week or so. So Andre, so he wrote me, this is a testimony. So I'm not going to read the entire thing, but just the highlighted stuff. Okay. So Andre did the report by himself, and obviously, you know, he got lucky to be placed under abeyance. So he realized that I think it's important that if he needs guidance so that he can, when he do the resubmission, the report doesn't come back. And fortunately, he came to our coaching program. We assisted him, we reviewed, we worked, helped him to do his engineering report and his TER because he was on abeyance. In other words, ECSA gave him 12 months to go and rectify the gaps that they have identified in his original application. So he wrote me the testimony to say, I received negative comments on my registration application and I was placed under abeyance, not knowing where to go from there as I had no idea what was wrong with my report. Okay, so ECSA process was explained clearly and structured in a way that made sense. So when it came to this, so we sat with them, we explained the outcomes properly. Said I received consistent guidance on report structuring, technical writing, interview preparation, which helped me understand exactly what ECSA expects. Like I've shared with you, we've created frameworks around these things so that we can help you to get this thing done clearly. With this support, I was able to complete my report and achieve my professional registration easily within abeyance period. Okay, that alone speaks to the strength and the quality of the candidate fast track coaching program, because I've created the system, the tools and the frameworks to help you guys. Okay, that's all that I did. Okay, this is a very strong and well-structured coaching program. I truly value the mentorship I received. I would confidently encourage other candidate engineers, whether civil, electrical, mechanical, or any other discipline, okay, whether engineers, technologists, technicians, people that wants to register as certificated engineer using their GCC and their experience, we help them to join this program. It is designed to support candidates through the entire process until completion. So I'll show you that 9-step. So that's what we do. We take those step-by-step components, we begin to break it so that we are able to follow the writing process properly. And he says, I'm genuinely grateful for the support, and I would highly recommend the candidate fast track coaching to anyone serious about ECSA registration. This program changes a mountain into a mountain for me. So I don't know what he was saying there, maybe it's a typo. Okay, so this is one of the testimony that Andrew gave us because of what we do. Okay, it's not only him, and I said to you guys, it's doable. If you've got the tools, the system, you've got the frameworks, you understand what component goes where, what needs to be done for each outcome, this is doable. Okay, I know it's a challenge to do this application form, and the more you postpone this, the more you procrastinate this exercise adding stuff, you know, because every year they're trying to renew and make this application form as not as difficult, but as you know, how can it, to try and make it more valuable for people. You know, you can't copy other people's stuff. And one thing as I'm thinking about this, guys, I know you've got friends and colleagues and clients who are ECSA registered. Please don't take the reports of other people and copy what they've done. You are putting yourself into a predicament. Okay, you're going to have a lot of challenges with that. All right, and if they find you that you have copied someone's application form, okay, and they can find it during the interview when they read an interview, ask you a question, and you can't respond to those questions, and you know, you're gonna put yourself into a problem. Okay, so if you've got those reports, it's just for you for guideline and guidance, but don't copy other people's work. Okay, that's also not ethical. That's outcome number, I think number 7. Okay, that's not ethical also. All right, so try and avoid that. Do your own work. Okay, this is Shez. Also came to the program last year, and we asked him some questions. This is testimonies, guys. You can read them on my LinkedIn profile. You know, you can find all these testimonies there. So also Shez got registered through the coaching program. Okay. Akshay worked together with Shez. So they work together, the same company. It's actually 5 of them. So 3 of them are registered, so 2 to go. Okay. Akshay, also electrical engineer, got registered 14 November, and Shez was I think the 9th of November. But both of them got registered last year. So this is just the testimony they've given me. Okay. It says the support and the structure provided by the program offered a significant advantage to navigating the modern ECSA registration pathway. All right. So follow our proven system and get your ECSA registration in no time. Okay, we'll help you to get your report submission ready. All right. Apelani, also the same thing, got registered in November 2025. And what I like, he says, this is a very strong program. I truly appreciate your mentorship. I also encourage other candidates, engineers, whether civil, mechanical, to join the program. And I've highlighted this in blue because he said, unlike the one-day seminar, which can sometimes leave confused with no one to follow up. Okay, so this program provides guidelines all the way to the end. Okay, I know there's people that are doing ECSA registration, blah, 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 you know, but most of these seminars, they only talk about what you need to have. You need to have benchmark qualification, you need to have this, but they don't actually help you to navigate the how part. How do you go about, writing your report so that you can demonstrate competency and evidence. All right. So use our proven system and you can get the same outcomes like these guys. All right. Kungutando, I'm not going to go through and read everything. You can read this on my LinkedIn profile. So you got registered also in 2025 electrical. Do you want the same outcomes? Are you guys want the same outcomes? Let's quickly look at the chats. Do you guys want the same outcomes? Okay. Do you want the same okay, same outcomes? Hit me with a thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, 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 no, no, yes. Okay, so this is possible, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You guys give me some thumbs up. Okay, there we go. Okay, yes, all right. So I'm almost getting there. So all of these guys that I've assisted. Vanessa, last year, she's got a GCC in Mines, and I coached and helped her to submit the application form for PR sets engineer in mining. And Nathan, for factory, he's got a GCC in factory. Then I assisted him also to get registration. So it's all of these guys, Now, I want to share with you some interesting stories. So these are ordinary professionals who made one decision to follow a proven framework that works. So I wanna share the story about this lady, Camila. So Camila came to the program in 2022. Okay. I just want to share the impact of this, okay, what this can do for you. Okay. Now you look at Camila, got registered as a technician, guys, just mere technician. And I remember during COVID, I sometimes when I read the post on LinkedIn, people say, no, to register as a technician, it's a waste of time. A person got a diploma, he's probably got 3 to 4 years experience with a diploma to initiate his ECSA application form to become professionally ECSA registered as a technician. And you will hear a person says, no, I'm going to wait to finish my BTech. I will register as a technologist. Don't do that, guys. Don't play with an opportunity that we have. Okay. I did a video. If you go on my YouTube channel, I did a video during COVID. And I was explaining this concept of not wasting your diploma and your experience that you can use to register as a technician while you are building your experience to register as a technologist. I did that. I registered as a technologist. Then, as a technician in 2007, and later on, I registered as a technician. And that gives you a leverage, because if there's an opportunity for someone who's ECSA registered as a technologist, you can go then negotiate your case and say, look, I'm registered as a technician, I'm working towards my technologist, this is how far I am with my application form. The chances are you will probably get employed for that position, okay, than just going there and you're not registered. So Camila is registered as a technician. And then she got a job in Australia. She's been there for 4.5 years. Mere technician. She's in Australia now. She's registered as a chartered associate engineer in Australia. Okay. So she said, you will not regret the investment you make by working with me. She had access to employment opportunities. Immediately, a few months after registration, she got a job in Australia, and she's been there for 4.5 years. Okay. Because she has developed herself professionally, and she's increased her earning potential. Now think about this. Let's assume she was earning 10,000 Rand here in South Africa, okay? And she goes to Australia, she earns $10,000, all right? Multiply that by the Australian rate. You see the impact of the earning potential, guys. This is very important, okay? Don't take this thing for granted. ECSA is recognized Australia, US, Canada, New Zealand, and other African countries. So it's globally recognized. If you are ECSA registered, you can go and work anywhere in the world. Okay, opportunities are there, guys. All right, so don't be limited by just saying I'm registering and I'll work in South Africa. Explore. I've got so many people that came to the program. Some of them, they came to the program while they are overseas. Okay, there are people that I know that are working overseas and they're in the program getting their ECSA registration. All right, guys. So it's very important. Don't limit yourself. Okay, with the right system and frameworks, this is doable. Okay. This is Lindo. This is the video. I'm not going to go to the video because I want to explain this because the video it's I think it's 3 minutes, but because of time, I just want to make sure that it's already 8 o'clock. Let me rush. Okay, so Lindo came to the program in 2020. Okay, as a candidate, and his challenge also was doing the X application form, and then as a contract worker. So when he got registered, he got a job as a production engineer. Okay, and then later he went and joined ESCOM, and then currently he works at the Public Works as a chief electrical engineer. Okay, so within space of 4 years, Lindo has managed to, impact his life from being a contractor to become a chief electrical engineer. It's one of our coaches. So this is the impact of that ECSA can do. Okay, let me quickly run. This is our solution. You guys, know that I offer coaching. All right. So I'm going to show you an example here. Okay, out of outcome 1. This is one of our frameworks that I use. Okay, when you do outcome 3, it says comprehend and apply your advanced knowledge, principles underpinning good practice, specialist knowledge, jurisdictional knowledge, and local knowledge. So I'm going to show you how do you actually take this framework and apply it in your situation. So I've got discussion notes. Okay, so for each and every outcome inside our coaching program, to tell you what that outcome is all about. Okay, you'll get that inside. Okay, so outcome 3 in a simple terms, you should prove that you don't just do engineering, you understand it. Okay, one of the important things is when you do outcome 1, you've got to think about what you're doing. Identify the knowledge area, because you need to show ECSA how to use your knowledge to address that particular problem. Okay, ECSA wants evidence of awareness of theory behind the solution. Don't just copy the formula like I was saying and use it without understanding. Okay. 2, apply fundamentals. Okay. Validate your calculation. Okay. This is the examples of what you can have. Design calculation or modeling or equation or simulation. Okay. 3rd, verify and interpret your results. As we explained, these are important things. Identify the knowledge area, apply the fundamentals, verify and interpret your results. And the evidence on that is comparing with standard peer review notes and so on and so on. Okay, integrate your theory into practice. Okay, close the loop between design intent and actual performance. Okay, and the evidence is your site verification, as built checks, lessons that you have learned. And it's important. Also, let me say this, guys. The ECSA report is not all about positive things that are happening in your work environment. Okay, the more you show the challenges, things that you have gone through, how you worked around them, and share your lessons learned around that. That's very important also for your application form. All right. So I'm going to take you step by step on all of these things so that you understand what I talk about. Okay. Step 1, identify a relevant principle. What scientific and mathematical concept underpin your project? If you're working on a project, you're solving a particular problem, what are the scientific and mathematical concepts that you are applying in dealing with the problems? For civil, it could be structural mechanics, hydraulics, solid behavior, depending what the problem is. Okay, explain why these principles are important to the problem that you are trying to solve. So here's an example. I'm going to go through all of these things, guys, are inside my coaching program. Step 2, apply the first principle. Show how you use the equation or the laws or the theory to derive the results to solve that problem. Okay, reference applicable design codes. You guys will work with different codes depending on your discipline. Demonstrate independent thinking. Show reasoning, not just the results. Okay, it's very, very critical. Okay, I've got an example. Like I say, you can get this thing inside the coaching program. Okay, I'm just sharing with you the steps. Use analytical and computational tools. Okay, if you've used a particular tool, don't just talk about it without giving the reason behind it. Why did you use this tool? What does this tool do? Okay, that's very important. Always show understanding. Show understanding, guys. Don't rely on the black box output. Okay, don't talk about things that when you go to the interview, you can't substantiate those things. So it's very important. All right, so here's an example. You'll get the details inside the program. Verify and interpret your results. Compare the calculated or simulated results with design requirements, field measurements, or project data. Identify any discrepancies and explain the cause. Okay, that's how you deal with outcome 3, guys. These steps are very, very critical. Okay, I've got an example again. You can find it inside the coaching program. The last step, reflect on application. Demonstrate what you learned or improved in applying the theory to practice. Okay, don't just copy formulas and talk things that you don't have understanding about. Okay, give that understanding that you understand what this outcome is all about. Okay, Here's an example again. So I'm not going to go through that. I'm behind with time. So I'm trying to. So who's this for? Okay. How do you become part of this coaching program? This is for candidate engineers, technologists, technicians, N6 technical diploma, GCC, lifting machinery inspectors, or if you are just stagnant in your career. You've been working for many years and you're not moving. So ECSA could be the key to your development or growth. All right. So let's quickly look at what the program includes and what are the costs and so on, so that you can see if you are able to come in. All right. So this is our a premium guided package. All right. It's a 4 months program. And why 4 months, guys, is to give you enough time to do your reports without rushing. Guys, when you do this report thing, don't rush it. Take time and do it properly, because when you submit once and for all. All right. So the covering access to online materials. So I'm summarizing what is in here: one-on-one coaching and mentoring, proven report structure, templates and frameworks, step-by-step guide aligned to ECSA 11 outcomes. So you've seen the previous slides. I'm showing outcome 3, the steps that we follow to guide people in addressing outcome 3 properly. Multiple review cycle to close the experience gaps, ongoing support until you submit ready. So the price for this package, guys, is 12,997. Okay. So if you add VAT, this is the price, okay, for this. But wait, there's more. Okay, now this is our online course material, okay, where you get access to it, mechanical, civil, electrical. We've got others. I'm just showing this. We've got a model where we help you to prepare for the interview. Okay, this is stuff that you'll get into the inside course material. Okay, when you go into there, when you click on one of the courses, let's say electrical or civil or mechanical, you'll get these modules that I've created, the video for each and every one. For example, if you click module 7, which I'm dealing with outcome 5, you'll get a video where I'm explaining ECSA expectation according to that framework that I've showed you, okay? And you'll have discussion notes so that you have the understanding of what that outcome is all about, okay? And then you can download the example that I've created for that particular outcome, all right? So each and every, when you click module 3, outcome 1, you'll get a video that explains that, discussion note and examples for you to see, and with those templates, okay? So these are the tools that you'll access, the cheat sheets, the engineering report writing model, you know, and this is the guideline for your engineering report. So I've created all this cheat sheet, and this is what I was showing you. This is a new framework that I've created with discussion note, ECSA expectation, stage by stage of what that outcome is all about, and the steps below that, okay? So you get access to this, the playbook for civil, for mechanical, for electrical. I've created these frameworks, guys, to help you to do your report without any struggle, all right? So what is included in the offer? Again, I'm repeating: one-on-one coaching, access to online material, all these frameworks, access to registered referee. Some of you guys, you don't have people that are ECSA registered, so we will help you to source people that can help you to review your report and then ultimately sign your reference report, prepare you for the interview, give you unlimited support, okay? So if you add all this value, the value, if I have to sell this one by one, you know, it's about 36,000. But like I say, guys, for you that are in this coaching seminar or webinar, this is the price. I'm giving you discounts from a 14.9, which is, let's say, 15,000 rand to this. But again, you know, this is only available to next week, Monday, this price. But there's more, guys, okay? I want to give as much as I can. I've got the bonuses. You get all these templates, you know, you get a copy of my book. Everything that I've explained to you guys, this is the price that you can get with. But wait, there's more. Are you guys getting value? Let me chat with you guys. Are you guys, talk to me. Are you guys getting value here? Are you guys getting value here? I see some people came a bit late. Are you guys getting value? Yes, yes, talk to me. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, there's more. I keep saying, wait, there's more. Okay, let me see on the chat here. Okay. Spusiso say yes. Okay. Wait, there's more. Okay. There's more for you guys. Remember, I said I will give you a surprise at the end of this. Okay. So I'm almost there. So for you guys that came into this webinar, okay, This is the actual price. Remember, the actual price is 12,997 plus VAT is about 50. For you guys that are here, you can get this coaching program at this price, everything included. Okay, no extra one. Is only available until next week, Monday. Wait, there's more. All right, wait, there's more. So I want everyone to be in this coaching program. Everyone who's in this webinar, I want everyone to have access to this coaching program. All right, so what I did, I've said, you know what, I'm going to try and give people some good bonuses. So I've explained what the program is all about, what is included, and so on. For you guys that are in this program, for tonight at 12 o'clock, this is the offer that you get. Okay, here's the link or the QR code. If you scan this, you get everything on this price that I've explained. This is only for you that are here, and it's only for tonight. Okay, let me show you a summary quickly. All right. Okay, so I'm saying, if you're saying, I don't have money, I'm at the end of the month, you're going to pay this price. Okay, this is a QR code. If you say to me, I'm going to try and find the money by Monday, I'll have the money, you're going to get this price. Okay, if you say to me, you know what, I think this is important, I want this, I want to take the advantage of the special. Okay, this is the price for tonight, guys. Maybe tomorrow later, but for tonight, for those that are saying, I want to take advantage of this, this is what I'm giving you at 997, everything included, the coaching, access to material, the templates, the frameworks, the preparation with the interview, the preparation of your slides, there's notes that I've created to help you to do your slides. This is what you will get. Okay, so I'm trying to give everyone a chance, because other people just say, look, maybe I want to talk to my manager to pay for it. This is what you're going to pay. If you say I'm going to try and find the money by the 16th, I'll have the money. This is what you're going to pay. If you say, you know what, this is interesting, I want to get this, this is what you can pay today, tonight, 12 o'clock tonight. This is my last offer to you guys. So let's talk. Is this a good offer? Talk to me, guys. Chat. Okay. Is this the great offer? Hey, guys. Yeah. And this is wait. There's more. There's no more. Wait. That's what you get, guys. Oh, somebody's laughing. Who's laughing? Enrich. Guys, that's the more that I'm giving you. Okay, I've moved from. Okay, let me minimize this. I've moved from here to here to here. So I'm giving everyone a chance here. Okay, if you say I will get the money at the end of the month, this is the price. By Monday, this is the price. Tonight, 12 o'clock. Maybe tomorrow, Friday, 12 o'clock at night. Maybe, you know, maybe it will depend. Okay, so these are the QR code, guys, that you can scan and you can just get into the program. I'd love to see you in the program. Okay, and here's my commitment, guys. If you do the work and you don't get extra registered for some reason, we will coach you for free, no additional funds, or we'll refund you your money. Okay, no risk to you. We take all the risk. Okay, I'm sorry that I took time because this was important. So I'm going to skip some of the stuff that are not important. Okay, I've explained, spoken about Lindo shares, guys that came to the program. It has impacted their career. Okay, so the cost of procrastinating, guys, career stagnation, missing employment opportunities, missing earning potentials. Okay, nothing is more expensive than missed opportunities, and you know this applies throughout. It's a fundamental principle. Okay, it's a fundamental principle. And here's a decision, guys. You can do this on your own, of course. You know, no pushing, or you can come and use the system that we have created. And here's my statement. I live by this statement. There's leverage that comes from learning from people who have the ability, the skill, the capacity to produce the results you want. If I want a good golfer, guys, I'm going to go and look for any else. People that are that have won championship in golfing. Okay, if I want to create a business in certain area, I'm going to look for a person who has done that and ask him or her to coach me, because I want to leverage on their experience, their skills, and their capacity. Okay, this is what you'll get, everything that I've explained in summary. And like I say, guys, for tonight, it's everything you get, no additional 9997. That's what you get. Okay, I'm VAT registered and then to pay SARS their dues. So this is everything that you'll get into the program. Okay. So I'm gonna skip some of this. And okay, guys, question. If you've got question, you can hit me with question. I'm going to open for you to be able to talk to me, and then I'm gonna leave this on the screen. So let me go to people. Let me allow you guys, allow the mics, Guys, if you've got any question, hit me with questions. We are almost done. I'm sorry, we are 15 minutes over by 15 minutes, but thank you for coming. You can ask me question, ask any questions if you need clarity. Or anything, your mics should be open. Okay, go for it, guys. Oh, it looks like, let me see. The mics should be open now. Let me see.
It is
Accessibility.
open.
Oh, yes, there we go. Unmute yourself, guys. You can talk. Who's talking?
Elrich.
I'm talking to?
Elrich.
Yes. Say. What's your